This AI tool shows what's really hurting your credit. And honestly, most people have no idea these problems are even there. You can have a decent score, pay on time, and still get denied. Because lenders aren't just looking at your score anymore. They're looking at hidden risk signals buried inside your credit profile. And some of these problems are so small, you'd probably never even notice them yourself, but lenders do. In this video, I'm going to show you how this AI tool scans your entire credit report, finds problems most people miss, and shows you what may actually be blocking approvals. Most people think credit is simple. Higher score equals approval. But honestly, that's not really how this works anymore. Lenders don't just approve based on score. They approve based on risk, and risk comes from your entire profile. Things like balances, inquiries, utilization, account age, payment history, collections, and overall credit behavior. And here's the crazy part. Sometimes one small thing is enough to completely change how lenders see you. One thing. That's why someone with a lower score gets approved, while someone with a higher score gets denied. And most people never understand why. But later in this video, I'm going to show you the exact kind of hidden problem that quietly destroys approval odds. You open your credit report, and honestly, to most people, it just looks like random information. Balances, dates, accounts, payment history. But lenders aren't reading it like a normal person. They're scanning for patterns, for risk, for instability, and this is where people get blindsided. Because the things hurting them are usually hidden. Stuff like duplicate accounts, outdated reporting, inaccurate balances, unverifiable accounts, inquiry stacking, or risky utilization patterns. And most people would never catch these things on their own. And this is where things start getting really interesting. Because the AI sees your report completely differently than you do. When you look at your credit report, you see a summary, but the software sees data. Thousands of data points. It scans collections, charge-offs, late payments, inquiries, utilization, duplicate reporting, account inconsistencies, and hidden risk signals. And honestly, this is the part most people underestimate. The AI isn't just reading surface-level information, it's analyzing the reporting structure behind the scenes. And that's how it can spot problems most people would never notice. And this is exactly why some people spend years trying to fix their credit and still stay stuck because they never figured out what the real problem was. Here's what most people don't realize. You can be doing almost everything right and still look risky. One high balance, too many inquiries, one reporting issue, one old account reporting incorrectly. Sometimes that's all it takes. And lenders see those things instantly. That's why people get denied and think this makes no sense. But to lenders, it makes perfect sense. And real quick, if this video is helping you understand how credit actually works, hit the like button because most people are hurting their profile without even realizing it. Now compare this to most credit repair companies. A lot of people pay every month, but honestly, they still have no idea what's actually happening. They're just hoping something gets removed. But this software shows you what's wrong, why it matters, and what may actually be hurting approvals. And that changes everything because now you finally start understanding your profile. But this next part is what makes the software really different. One of the smartest things about the platform is that it learns over time. The system tracks dispute results. So instead of using random generic strategies, the AI starts identifying which approaches work more often, which disputes fail, and which methods may have higher success rates. And honestly, this is where software becomes really powerful because people can't consistently process millions of data points, but AI can. A lot of people think bad credit is the problem, but honestly, a lot of times the bigger problem is not understanding why they keep getting denied. So what happens? They keep applying. More inquiries, more denials, more frustration, and the profile just keeps getting worse. That cycle traps people for years. That's why so many people feel stuck. Not because improvement is impossible, but because nobody ever showed them what was actually hurting them. This isn't for people looking for fake overnight credit hacks. This is for people who actually want clarity. If you keep getting denied, feel confused by your report, don't understand what lenders are seeing, or just feel stuck, then this kind of tool can completely change how you look at your credit. We're moving into a completely different era with credit. AI is changing everything. Lenders already use advanced systems to evaluate you. And now consumers finally have access to tools that help them understand their own profiles better too. Most people are still following outdated advice from 10 or 15 years ago. That's why they stay frustrated. So when you really simplify all of this, your score isn't always the real problem. Sometimes the real problem is hidden deep inside your profile. And if you never identify it, you stay stuck in the same cycle. If you want to see what's really hurting your credit profile and understand what lenders may actually be seeing, check out AI Credit Pro in the description below. It can help you identify hidden problems, understand your profile better, and show you how to start improving it. And if you want to learn the new way people are improving their credit scores faster, watch this next video right here. Because most people are still following outdated credit advice. And that's exactly why they stay stuck.